Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Joanne. I make faith, fitness, wellness, lifestyle kind of content. If you're into that, make sure you subscribe down below and support the channel. So today we're going to talk about where is God? And this video is basically for anyone who's been praying and asking God for something, but he can't see, or he or she feels like God is not moving, or you can't see like God is doing anything about it. I found myself in that situation this week. And the reason why I was triggered was because I've been reading the book of Kings, Second Kings, and the book of Second Kings is like chapter after chapter of Elisha doing miracles. And I was like, okay, God, you're doing all these great miracles, but I'm asking for simple things and I don't see like you're doing anything for me. And like I've been praying, I've been fasting, and I don't see any result. And it dawned on me. It dawned on me that I was focusing on the end result and not on the process. See, the thing is, God has a tendency of making characters or his people wait before he actually blesses them. For instance, Elisha himself, before he became the big prophet that he is or he was, he was under the training of Elijah, and after Elijah was taken up to heaven, that's when Elisha started his, I don't know whether we can call this ministry, but that's when the story of Elisha and his miracles begin, and he becomes this great prophet of God, who God uses a lot to do a ton of miracles. And I looked back and I also saw it's the same story with a lot of characters. Like Joseph, for instance. He saw the vision when he was just but a small boy, and then that vision did not become a reality until 12 or 13 years later. He literally went through all the hardships. His brothers selling him. He was in prison in Egypt. He was accused falsely. And then finally, 13 years later, I'll confirm whether it's 12 or 13, it's finally fulfilled. What God told him is finally fulfilled. It's the same with Moses. Moses waited a long time. First of all, he runs away from Egypt to Midian, and he was in Midian for 40 years, stewarding his father-in-law's sheep. And during that time when he was in Midian, it's like that's the period when God was preparing him for leading the Israelites through another 40 years in the wilderness. 40 years Moses spent in Midian just being prepared on how to deal with the desert and how to, he acquired those skills when he was in that desert, stewarding his, or shepherding his father-in-law's sheep. So imagine if he hadn't gone through these 40 years, do you think he would have been ready enough to lead the Israelites for another 40 years in the wilderness? Probably not. So during this waiting period, God was just but preparing him. And I think that's how we're supposed to look at our waiting period. It's a time for us to be prepared for what's next. Instead of focusing on the end result, let's hold on to what God has told us. God has said he's going to bring to completion what he has said he is going to do. God is not man that he should lie. He doesn't change his mind. If he said he's going to do something, he's going to do it. So that is what we need to hold on. Hold on to the promises of God. Appreciate the process he's taking you through, because he's literally preparing you for the next chapter. During this time, you're probably just in the wilderness and being pruned, you're being refined, you're becoming a better person. So instead of becoming like the Israelites who never learned, like miracle after miracle after miracle, God showed them who he was, but they could not see it. Like they were always scared. Like God parted the Red Sea for them. God led them by a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. He gave them food from heaven every single day that they did not have to work. But the Israelites still did not trust God. When God told them to go take the promised land, I think it was like a year after they'd just been in the wilderness, they said, we'd rather go back to Egypt than go there where we've been told that they are giants and they have fortified cities. Like, God hates us. There's no way He's taking us there. There's no way He loves us if He's taking us to a place where we are going to be defeated. But here's the thing: God had already told them, "I am going to fight for you." Not only told them, He had showed them, "I am with you and I am going to fight for you." So instead of dwelling so much on the end result, let's enjoy this process here. Let's enjoy the preparation that we are going through. Let's accept to be pruned. Let's accept to be refined by God, and just look at it as God is preparing you for the next big thing or for what He's about to give you. And to encourage you, I'm going to leave you with two verses. The first one is Philippians 1:6, and it says, "Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Jesus Christ." So the idea is that what God has started, He has to finish it. So trust His word. During this time, like, meditate on His word and meditate on the promises He's made. Then the other one, which is very popular, is Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 2:3, "For still the vision awaits its appointed time. It hastens to the end, it will not lie. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come, it will not delay." So to us, it feels like what we are praying for is not happening. We are wondering where God is, but God is saying it's not, it appears slow to us, but it will surely come. Keep waiting for it and just hold on to the promises that God has given you, because in due time, God is going to make it happen, and He's probably going to bless you with so much more than you could ever imagine or you could ever think to ask for. So make sure you share with someone who might be going through the same, and if it was helpful, make sure you like the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.